Why this incredible focus on Taiwan that you mentioned earlier?
I think there's several aspects to this. The simple aspect is the Chinese Communist Party views Taiwan as an unresolved part of the Civil War. In other words, it's land that they think that they should own because it's where the KMT, the military they were fighting, Chiang Kai-shek's team versus the communists. And so when Chiang Kai-shek and his followers retreated and occupied or took or liberated, depending on how you want to look at it, Taiwan, Mao viewed Taiwan as sort of the last part of the puzzle that needed to be controlled. So that's the sort of the framework. I also think that Taiwan represents an ideological threat to the Communist Party of China because they promote the idea that Chinese people can only thrive under communism. And with a democratic country of Taiwan being very prosperous and successful, it is a huge problem for them ideologically to explain to their people why democracy also works for ethnic Chinese people. And so ideologically, it's a problem. Mm-hmm. I think also there's other dimensions, such as the military. The military, the PLA Navy specifically, is locked in basically along the coastline. And they have to go through other countries' territorial waters to get out into the Pacific. And Taiwan's east coast is particularly useful if you have nuclear submarines. If you were to have a nuclear submarine base on the east side of Taiwan, the water drops several thousand meters. So there's a military reason to grab Taiwan. And I think politically and diplomatically, if China were to take Taiwan, it sort of breaks up the whole alliance that the US has built up since World War II. In other words, South Korea, Japan, the Philippines, that whole first island chain is sort of broken up. And if China controls Taiwan, that means they control the Taiwan Strait. And that means the economy of South Korea and Japan, China has them, basically can control them economically by shutting down the Taiwan Strait, just like the Iranians did in the Strait of Hormuz. Mm-hmm. If they shut down this Taiwan Strait, Japan economy and the South Korean economy are gone.